They're in the gate. And they're off. Bodie Full Rider was lucky to stay aboard, lost the irons, trying to get situated at the back of the pack. Tough beginning there. Good beginning for Lucy Jane. So too, You're Avoiding Me. Gin and Sin is right there on the outside third. Time for Cupid chasing them from 4-3 lengths back. T&I Road advancing toward the rail fifth. Bodie Full has settled down but moves to the outside. 6, Shrimpy toward the rail now 7th. 5 back to Summer Autumn Rose to trailer. Onto the far turn after a quarter in the slop in 22-1. Lucy Jane the leader. You're Avoiding Me pressing for that lead. They go round the turn together. Right there in behind is Time for Cupid. Gin and Sin is there in the clear on the outside. Those two coming on now, 3 and 4 wide. 4 lengths back, T&I Road's going the wrong way. Bodie Full picks it up. Shrimpy cuts the corner off the turn. Top of the stretch, Lucy Jane and You're Avoiding Me. Shoulder to shoulder heading for the 8th pole. Time for Cupid is still third. Gin and Sin in 4th. 1 furlong to go. Lucy Jane kicks away. Lucy Jane by 4. You're Avoiding Me and Time for Cupid and everybody else. Everybody chasing Lucy Jane, who's under the wire, the 6-length winner. You're Avoiding Me was second. Time for Cupid third. Tight fourth there, Shrimpy or Gin and Sin. They're in the gate. And they're off. She's a Pistol went to the far outside soon after the break. Alsana showing speed down toward the rail. Girls House is there as well, but She's a Pistol fastest off the mark. Out there showing the way. Girls House comes on through between. Alsana holds her spot down toward the rail. Klimp's Muse comes on to grab 4th, and the early trailer is Cortado in 5th. And She's a Pistol builds a 2.5 length lead heading for the far turn. 4 furlongs remaining that opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. She's a Pistol 3 lengths in front, far turn run. Klimp's Muse runs up into second. Girls House is now third. Alsana's nudged along 4th and toward the rail. Moves up 1 spot to within 4 lengths of She's a Pistol. She's a Pistol heading for the quarter pole. Klimp's Muse in second. Alsana, steady progress, cutting the corner down inside, right up against the rail. They're off the turn. Here comes Alsana. Steady progress indeed. She's in front. Alsana comes on through to take the lead. She's a Pistol back into second. Klimp's Muse is third. Final 16th. Alsana to the front. She's a Pistol grudgingly gives way to Alsana, who rides the rail to victory by 2.5 in the end. She's a Pistol second, and Klimp's Muse was third. And they're off. And Hendricks breaks out on top with Utopian Treasure and Small Sailor. Toward the inside, Dixie Fury comes up on through too. So down the backstretch they go, and here comes Dixie Fury. Right up the rail to the front. Hendricks moves with him. Those two go 1-2. Small Sailor, 3 lengths farther back in third. Shortly comes away. 4th, Emby's Munning on the move from 5th. Midnight Dreaming in 6th. And totally outrun so far, Utopian Treasure, a dozen behind the field. They hit the far turn. They clicked off a quarter in 21 and 4/5 seconds. And it's Hendricks and Dixie Fury knocking heads with 3 furlongs remaining. 4 lengths back to Shortly in third. 3 more back to Small Sailor in 4th. They come for the top of the stretch. Dixie Fury trying to get away from Hendricks, who is right alongside. They head for home together. Dixie Fury, short lead. Hendricks back into second. Shortly's trying to come on from third, heading for the 8th pole. Dixie Fury finding more. Dixie Fury by 5. Running up into second is Shortly. Hendricks is back into third in a strung out field behind Dixie Fury, who rambles home the winner by 5 in the end. Shortly a clear second. Hendricks a clear-cut third, and Midnight Dreaming was 4th. They're in the gate. And they're off. Bronze Beast broke on top, but Grapnel quickly. Grapnel up for the lead. We Think You comes on to be second. Bronze Beast backs off into third. Holy Cross away fourth and toward the rail. Then it's Drop Anchor, Jesuit, and Malibu Time at the back. Down the backstretch run, the leader is Grapnel. Grapnel's in front by a length. We Thank You's on the chase in second. Holy Cross comes up the inside into third. There's 4 furlongs to go. The opening quarter in 22 and 2. Grapnel builds a 2.5 length lead for the far turn. Holy Cross under a drive toward the inside of We Thank You. Farther back, Bronze Beast is wide while fourth. Malibu Time's under pressure fifth. Drop Anchor in between. Jesuit at the back. Up top, it is still Grapnel. Grapnel rolls off the turn, 3 lengths in front. Holy Cross running on from second. Drop Anchor coming up the inside third. 1 furlong remaining. Grapnel still clear by 3. Holy Cross trying to hold second. Drop Anchor third toward the rail. First up top, it's Grapnel. Grapnel wanders to the center of the track, but is the clear-cut winner by 4. Holy Cross was second, Drop Anchor was third, and Bronze Beast fourth. And the rough. Even beginning. Do It is showing some speed. Luxme is there. Midnight Society. Sweet Slew from the outside is up close as well. Scramble on early down the backstretch. Luxme short lead. Midnight Society comes on through. These two go head to head. Sweet Slew keeping pace. They're outside while third. Wildcat Girls right behind in fourth. Lady Bird Ashley down inside racing fifth. Do It is back into sixth. Followed by Sure Enough on the outside seventh. Queen of Chill at the back of that first flight, 6 lengths off the lead. A massive margin back to the 2 trailers, Extra Sauce, Well Done, and Ragtown. Luxme rattles off a quarter in 22 seconds flat. Rounding the far turn, fending off the challenge of Midnight Society. Sweet Slew sidles up 3 wide, within a length and a half of Luxme by the quarter pole. Farther back, it's Wildcat Girl. Sure Enough is switched outside. Queen of Chill, 6 lengths to make up. They're off the turn. Luxme kicks away. Luxme by 4. Sweet Slew's trying hard, but as a distant second. Wildcat Girl, Sure Enough, late on the scene is Extra Sauce, Well Done, but that one is far behind Luxme, who splashes home to win it by 6 lengths on the wire. Sweet Slew was second. It's tight for third. Do It or Sure Enough. They are once again in the gate. And they're off. Ballykeen broke okay at mid-pack. Toward the outside, Shell Shock is sent on for speed. Je Suis Rapide is there. Ballykeen showing some speed down toward the rail. Right at the rail is Ship It. Up close and racing fourth. Up the chute they go. Ballykeen, Je Suis Rapide, and Shell Shock, the 3 of them. Bandy for that early lead. A break of 2.5 lengths back. Luella Street comes away in fourth. Ship It down inside fifth early. Beach Kitten in the clear on the outside, racing sixth. I Need a Girl Like You toward the rail seventh. Ipsum Gratis is eighth. Divine Hope is at the back, but only about 6 lengths off the lead. That opening quarter in 22 and 3. A duel up top between Ballykeen and Je Suis Rapide. The 2 of them head to head past the half-mile pole together. And here's that half. It's 46 and 2. Pack is tightening up in behind. Shell Shock comes on now. Shell Shock with a decisive move out of the far turn has taken over. Shell Shock the leader, 3 furlongs to go. Je Suis Rapide is tailing off. Ballykeen is stopping. So round the far turn, Shell Shock has built a 4-length lead as they head for the quarter pole. From far back, Divine Hope rolls up into second. Right there, Tuluela Street is back in third. Ipsum Gratis in tight in between. Heading for the 8th pole, Shell Shock clear by 4. Divine Hope continues to close. Divine Hope's 2.5 lengths behind. Shell Shock still in front. Divine Hope, Ipsum Gratis up the rail. 100 yards to go. Shell Shock is leg weary. Here comes Ipsum Gratis. Up the inside to Do It. Ipsum Gratis runs down Shell Shock. Divine Hope settles for third, and Ship It was fourth. And the raw fair combat. My man Flintstone and County Final, those three fastest out of there. Tempt Fate fires up on through, edge to edge, and way out there, Francatelli, 6 across the track in the opening furlong. 4 left, backs off and angles over toward the rail to smartly save ground, and they're still stacked. County Final down inside. My man Flintstone 2 wide. Air Combat 4 wide. Tempt Fate between them 3 wide. Farther out, edge to edge, and Francatelli on Central Avenue heading to the quarter pole. 4 left is saving ground every step of the way. They hit the top of the stretch. My man Flintstone short lead. Air Combat wide off the turn. County Final down toward the rail. Edge to edge continues to fight on. Down the center. Wide open. 1 furlong to go. Air Combat, County Final. My man Flintstone. Now it's down to County Final and Air Combat. And County Final digs down deep. Air Combat, resolute photo. County Final got a great bob and might have nailed Air Combat right on the wire. It's tight. My man Flintstone third. And they're in the gate. They're off. And Chess Chief for the outside post is hustled hard off the mark. 5-Star General with some tactical speed as well. Those two go 1-2, and Hear My Song is up close and behind them third. Mr. Wireless comes on to be fourth. South Bend is fifth early, and Mystic Knight is at the back of the... So they cross over onto the main track with 6 furlongs to go. 5-Star General leads the way, opens up by a length and a half. Chess Chief on the chase in second. Hear My Song is tucked away, in tight toward the rail, racing third. Mr. Wireless cruises up on the outside in fourth. 3 lengths back from there to South Bend fifth, and Mystic Knight biding his time in last early. 8 lengths behind 5-Star General, who was sharp in that opening quarter, 22-4. And the pace remained sharp, 45-2 for the half-mile time. 5-Star General the leader. Hear My Song, ratcheting up the pressure with 3 furlongs to go. And Mr. Wireless is sent up 3 wide. Chess Chief right there in behind fourth, but losing ground. And South Bend comes alive. Angling to the outside, up into fourth. Mystic Knight is still a ways back and is 9 or 10 lengths off the lead. They're off the turn. Hear My Song comes away with a narrow lead. Mr. Wireless is there. South Bend is bounding down the center. 1 furlong to go. Hear My Song, tenuous lead. Mr. Wireless surging late. South Bend continues to rally. Hear My Song, Mr. Wireless. South Bend 3 noses on the wire. Too tight to tell. Mr. Wireless, Hear My Song, or South Bend. And they're off. And good beginning for 10 gauge. And so to Push Button toward the inside. Push Button is keyed up and is racing for the lead. Striding out well. 10 gauge comes on to prompt from second. Ashoba's Joy 2 lengths farther back in third with Vintage Year toward the rail fourth. Cotter comes away off the rail racing fifth. Lola's Bow sixth. Inbound seventh. Good Soldier in eighth early. Habitus to trailer in ninth, already 10 lengths off the lead. Around the opening turn, and it's Push Button the leader just under a length. And 10 gauge is just stalking intently while second. They turn to the backstretch, run together. The opening quarter goes in 24 and 1/5 seconds. 5.5 furlongs remaining. Push Button still shows the way. Right alongside is 10 gauge in second. A break of 2 lengths back. Nashoba's Joy and Vintage Year there together, third and fourth. Here's the half and 48-2. The pace is not particularly fast at all, and it's Push Button heading for the far turn, still in front, but 10 gauge continues to stalk intently, glued to Push Button for the far turn run. Vintage Year tucked away third toward the rail. Nashoba's Joy sent up on the outside, now third and closing in. Cotter's catching up to within 5 lengths of the lead round the far turn, the rest with work to do. They head for the quarter pole. Push Button trying to see it out, but 10 gauge comes with a run now. Here's 10 gauge grabbing the lead right at the quarter pole. 10 gauge off the turn just like that, opens up by 2. Push Button, no response, back in second. Cotter's now third. Vintage Year and Nashoba's Joy are fourth and fifth. First is 10 gauge, a little bit green there. Wandered toward the inside, and Push Button going to try and make it interesting late. 10 gauge, 1 length lead. Push Button finishing with interest, but 10 gauge will hold on to do it. Some anxious moments at 3-5, but first nonetheless. Push Button was second, Cotter was third, Neshoba's Joy was fourth, and Vintage Year was fifth.